All right, here we go.
If my mug's fine, your hat's fine.
Is that Borderlands?
Yeah.
Welcome to Tuesday Night Torg. I am JM, your GM, and these are 3/4 of the Four Horsemen. We are coming to you on the Ulysses International channel. Thank you, as always, for joining us. Before we get into our recap, just want to shout out to Jay Ben, who says that Lady V last week gets the Gilligan's Island Professor possibility for using coconuts to kill the helicopter. A real core Earth possibility. And that is awesome. Joshua, who is keeping Vampires May Not Sparkle, but we're about to hashtag alive. I appreciate that. And said that Lady V found the phone to the Batman phone of Sebastian Quinn. Agreed. And then Padre posted that, hey, the Maelstrom Bridge is actually at Senti Field. Like original Torg, the evasion started when the bridge crashed into the stadium on the opening day of Mets season. So thank you all for commenting. Thank you everybody in the chat who continues to give me possibilities. I do appreciate it. And
but wait, I got a possibility out of that, right?
you have a Gilligan's Island Professor possibility, so
I'm taking it.
yeah, I'll allow it. All right, so when we last left off, you guys had made it onto the aircraft carrier that serves as the home and headquarters for the Delphi Council, having tracked Lapis and her goons to there and knocking several of their helicopters out of the sky. You made your way to the data vault that is hidden deep within the aircraft carrier, only to find no one there. And V overrode the security, and as you all sort of stepped in, seeing an echo of the similar data vault that you initially encountered in Philadelphia, Lapis appeared on a screen with a large hand kind of holding the head of Sebastian Quinn, still attached to his body. As I made that reference last time, I realized that it's not holding like this. It's holding like this. And I spent that villainous possibility point to invoke Centaurus Soliloquy. And so Lapis is there, and she is on the screen. And she explained that her plan could not be going better because, V, there you stand, having opened the vault that I had no way of opening myself. And so here's the deal. I will trade the second half of that data set for the life of this one. I know how much he means to the Delphi Council and to Core Earth and to your little war against the High Lords. What you don't realize is that he, if the situations were reversed, would let you die. You are not heroes to the Delphi Council. You are nothing more than cogs, clay cogs thrown into the possibility war kiln to harden or break, depending on the heat that you are exposed to. I know this for certain, for I used to be just like you, a storm knight, one of the foot soldiers in the reality war. I'm sure Lady Salvo can tell you about the hard-bitten and heartfelt recruitment pitches that we get in the Nile Empire. They do leave out the fact that your team will readily leave you for dead in the face of a so-called victory. And that's what you are going to do for me. You're going to find out where my team currently is, and I will go and let them all know that I am still alive in the most imaginative way possible. So, a couple of names of agents too weak to save their friends, or the life of the man who spearheads the possibility war for not just this cosm, but for all cosms that war against the High Lords. What is it going to be, Storm Knights?
Coward, you hide behind a hostage.
You should face us like a true warrior of the Nile Empire. One-on-one. I challenge you.
It warms my heart. It's as if I'm looking in a mirror, a less attractive mirror, but a mirror nonetheless. I too once spoke with fire and passion in my heart. I too wish nothing more than justice for my cosm, the loyalty of boon companions, an end to the tyranny that runs rampant through my cosm. Do you know what I found, Lady Salvo? Tyranny is a pernicious weed. And it doesn't just flower in the Nile Empire, it flowers under every sun of every cosm, across the entirety of the possibility wars. And as my new friend, the Frenchman, would say, why pluck out weeds one by one? You can make money by spreading them.
So do you kneel before the High Lords, or is your ambition to become one yourself?
Lady Salvo, why would I want to become a High Lord? I leave that to more ambitious men. See, the problem with a High Lord is you paint a target on yourself, and every one of these little Storm Knights here, all they want to do is put a bullet in a High Lord. But if the wolf has taught me one thing, it's that when one High Lord falls, there are 3 more waiting to take his place. No, I prefer to make my way as Kingmaker has such a...
You are a petty, greedy little worm. I will crush you under my boot. Goodbye, Sebastian.
Speaking of crushing, and you can see the hand starts to grip tighter. So,
he doesn't speak out?
He doesn't say anything at this point.
How do we know that's not...
His eyes bulge out a bit. Again, you can see that he's pretty weak. He has the hand on his head, but he hasn't said anything. He just kind of grimaces. You can see like the eye, as the hand squeezes, more blood kind of falls down the side of his face.
How do we know that's not just yet another disguised lackey?
Oh, Lady Salvo, you are, I'm sure you would call it inquisitive, but I would call it a devious woman after my own heart. Because I only had one shape shifter in my organization, because what are the chances that I would have 2 and a second one here? V did knock several of the helicopters that I brought here out of the air, and isn't it the point of heroes to ensure that no innocent lives are lost, and that we will fight the good fight?
Yeah, come V. No one's innocent. Let's go take her out. I gesture to the door that we should leave.
Release Quinn. He has nothing to do with this.
Oh, but he has everything to do with this, Lady Salvo. He is leverage. He is the fulcrum with which I will bend V to my will.
You want leverage? Take me instead. I propose a trade.
On one hand, there is you, a Nile Empire hero and a younger, more naive version of myself. And on the other, there is the leader of the Free Cosms. Go ahead and give me a... this is you are leaning very heavily into sort of the Nile Cosm sort of possibilities. So give me a near impossible.
So, JM, 2 questions while he's rolling.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have the sense that Lapis has the ability to even get into what I have?
She said that
because my
didn't.
experience with Lady Salvo is Nile Empire's not so tech savvy.
Yeah. Nope. You get the feeling that she is definitely relying on you to get her this information.
Okay, and then second question is, where does this shot of us cut off for her? Like, is it a full, can she see full body, or can she just see, like, shoulder up?
Give me we're going to call this an evidence analysis roll. And Lady Salvo, trick or persuasion, whichever is better for you.
Trick.
All right.
Definitely trick. All right, near impossible, eh? All right. All right, well, that's a 15, and I'll throw a possibility on this.
All right.
So that's a 25. So that's a 8 plus 7. That is only a 15 at the end of the day.
I've got plus supporter, plus 3, and was that a charisma, mind, or a spirit roll?
It was.
Mm-hmm.
I got willpower.
Okay, so they can add 20. I can make it a 21 if you do that, but I think near impossible is harder than a 20.
Near impossible is 20.
Oh, is it? Holy cow. All right, so with 2 cards from... Wow. Thank you, Mark. Anton, appreciate it.
That's why we got him.
A possibility.
All right. All right. What did you get on your roll, V?
I used a possibility, so I got a 19.
All right, so you can clearly see that she's able to see you from kind of the waist up is what the little pan cam is.
So what I would like to do, and you can tell me if this is possible or not, is out of screen, I would like to plug the part of the hard drive that I have into my cyber deck and try and implant a virus. So if I give this to her,
nice.
it will corrupt both of them.
All right. So give me another computer roll, and this is going to be let me put it this way. The better you roll, the better the more difficult it is for them to counter it.
Okay. Spend possibility on that. Okay, so that's a 17, and then I will play action to make it a 20.
All right. All right, so while distracted by Lady Salvo's impassioned plea, you can kind of hear someone in the background. Clearly, you are not, and the whole line mutes, and you see Lapis turn, look down. Her hand comes up with a 45, and she fires it off to the side on the screen.
She carries a gun like mine.
She does carry a gun like yours.
Oh my god.
Very well, Lady Salvo. There was a brief discussion of not accepting the exchange, but I will make this deal. V, while I watch, combines the 2 sets of data, and I will trade the data and you for Sebastian Quinn. He is shorter in person, less than I thought he should be. Not from the Nile Empire. You know how we like our heroes. And she kind of looks down with disdain, and Quinn is like glaring daggers at her. Shall we meet? There is a mess hall about 1 deck up and 3 holds over from where you're at. Say 5 minutes?
Sounds good.
Is there a switch? Well, I would.
Oh, it goes dead.
Yeah, I'm like, is there? I started looking for an off switch.
That's right.
I'm like, yeah, I'm looking for an actual like toggle.
That's right. Some sort of something I can lever or release the pressure on.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so you guys are there. You have 5 minutes. What is the plan?
I say we leave.
So I want to implant this virus in here and have it start degrading the information and be ready to hop to the other one. But I also then want to sabotage this lab so they can't use it to try and restore the information.
Okay.
Can't you just delete everything?
Well, I want her to see that there's data on here because I want it to be able to merge with the other one and corrupt it, but I want to screw up this lab so if they realize it's corrupted, they can't come down here and try and fix it.
Ah.
All right, how are
So,
you?
Bullets? I point my gun at the computer. Bullets?
Sure.
So
That's one way
you
to
are
do it.
not recombining the data.
Well, so did we find both of them down here? I thought we just had.
You
the
would
one
have to
that she
plug
had
your
there.
drive into that slot and use it to
Mhm.
decrypt the information that is currently here.
Okay. I will then plug mine in to try and start corrupting everything.
Okay.
All right, just this is gonna be difficult, JM, but I will attempt to identify the camera in this room.
Okay. Give me a find roll there, lady. So
I know, right? Like penalties, right? I'm sure.
You're looking for the big tripod-mounted, big double reel, crank.
Yeah.
Not a spy cam.
I look around. I rolled a 2.
You know, from
She's
that
like,
time that Dr.
Where's the damn camera in this room?
And I just point. I'm like, it's right there.
That's right. Yeah, you know, from that time Dr. Mobius faked the one of the 7 moon landings in the great 8 Cosm Nile Empire. You don't see any of those. So as you kind of look around, so you didn't succeed? What'd you get? No.
Not even close.
No. You have.
Not even close.
I mean, you see the little orb that's sitting on top of the monitor.
Yeah, I think that's what V eventually points
That's
to.
right.
It's that thing.
So she points to the
Okay.
camera.
All right. I shoot.
That blinking light?
Wow. That I don't need a roll for. All right, so V, as soon as you put your drive in, things start happening. The like built-in algorithms and software in the data drive immediately starts talking to the data center, and you can see it's starting to sort of zip the 2 files together, right? You have the encrypted things, they have another set of encrypted files, but it's almost as if when the 2 sets meet that the actual data starts coming through, and then your virus starts ripping through it. It will take it a while because, well, it's a large amount of information, but you have started corrupting it, and with a 20, it's going to work pretty quickly.
Okay. All right. This is going to take a few minutes, so if we want to go upstairs and tell her the deed is done, we can do it. But this is going to take a minute.
All right. I'll head on up.
Is your meshing done so you can take your stuff and go?
I think so.
Yeah, you can take
Oh,
the
the
drive
virus.
and go.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the virus needs a few minutes to
Mm-hmm.
do this.
So we need to stall, get her monologuing again.
You sly fox! You got me
Go from
monologuing.
All
Shouldn't
right.
be
I'll
hard.
see what I
She
can
likes
do.
to hear herself talk. Talk.
Yeah. Pretty much.
All right. I'll start hitting on
Look
that.
at you,
first,
Lapis.
and that's all.
All right. So, you guys pretty easily find your way to the mess that she was talking about. It is also clear that something came through here. There are Delphi Council agents that are, at least parts of them, are strewn across this mess.
So you're saying the mess is a mess?
It is a mess. Nah.
But
That's definitely worth a possibility, unless the chat revokes it. But I'm going to give it to you for now.
Now you know why we refer to them as dining facilities now.
This is an old school mess. It's a mess. When you get in there, it is a long room, about 30 meters in length. Tables sort of run parallel with the room. You can see kind of to your left when you enter the almost buffet style serving stations. There is, a pair of legs kind of draped over one of the the splatter screens.
Guards?
Yeah, the sneeze guards. And
Are these men dead?
it looks like something came through here and just slaughtered a number of the Delphi Council service.
Is the food fresh?
You probably don't want to eat it. There's a little bit of arnst in it. You can also see there's something large at the far end, kind of crouched on a table, and you can hear like the wet crunching noises of this large winged creature chowing away at
kill it dead. Kill it dead.
Someone. You gonna just start shooting?
I didn't tell her I wasn't gonna kill her minions.
That
was not part of the deal.
That was not part of the deal. Pray I do not alter the deal further, Lady Salvo. All right, so you guys see this large techno demon. The boots, right, the footprints that you saw kind of tracked through the ashes and scorched metal is about this size. And this loathsome creature of metal and supernatural evil sort of sits on the edge of the table at the far side.
I have to confess, every time you say techno demon, in my head I hear doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
That is a different version of Tharkold, the one that does exist in the possibility verse of Torg. It's a little bit happier Tharkold.
A little bit.
But I do need all of you to give me a willpower test. As when the thing turns around, just gore and entrails hanging from its heavily cybered mouth. This sort of dread kind of emanates from it.
That's techno demon. I eat them for lunch.
I got a 12.
14.
0?
I mean, that is technically a number, but definitely...
I don't know if I want to keep spending possibilities.
Definitely not the number you are looking for. All right, so V, you are very stymied in this scene as your fear of this thing and what it would do to your chromed insides were it to lay hands upon you.
At least you're not spanky.
What that might entail sort of kind of sets this dread deep inside you. With a 12, you guys are both okay. All right, go ahead and give me your shot. We're not going to go into combat actions yet because as the shots ring out, the port, you can see the wheel on the far side of the room start to turn and open.
Eat lead, creature! I shout. All right. So this is a pretty big thing, right? It's large.
It is large. Also in charge. So you get a +2 to hit it.
Well, I'm gonna actually take a -4 penalty to pump the damage up. I'm gonna aim for a vital area.
Okay.
So yeah. Still have down to. Okay. So I rolled a 13, which is +1, which gives me a total of 17.
A total of 17.
Correct.
Let me just pull this over.
No music right now.
All right. A total of 17 will hit. Let me see.
I can provide you with some techno music if you'd like.
That would help, but
a 17 will hit this creature.
just a hit.
Just a hit.
I'm throwing a possibility on that.
Every time you guys say 17, all I hear is Stevie Nicks.
It's now 9. All right, 25 is the new number.
Well, a 25 is an outstanding success.
Woo! That's what I wanted. Can I play a card?
Yeah.
All right, coup de grace. So,
Coup de grace.
Coup de grace, yeah, for sure. So the damage is going to be 18 plus 3 dice on this attack, AP2. Okay, there's an infinity symbol. So
That's not good for me.
5, 9 is the first roll. 11, and the last roll makes it a 14. 14 plus 18 is 32. AP2.
32.
Let's make it easy and say it dies, Jam.
11. Yeah, you wish,
Matt.
Mark.
Hurts.
All right, so that would normally be 2 wounds and 4 shock, but it's going to try a reality roll and spend one of its possibilities.
Mike Clavin.
All right. So a 12 is plus 0, so that does not bump it up at all. So it reduces it by 1 wound and all shock. So the Techno-Demon takes a wound.
Cool.
It turns around and just roars as the door opens up and Lapis steps in. Sebastian's kind of gets pushed in behind her, and she levels a swift kick to his left knee, and you see it bend to the side, and he kind of crashes down on it. And then another one of these creatures sort of steps through and resumes. You can see the red marks where claws have held onto Sebastian's head too long, and the claws just kind of find the grooves and pull him back. And then a small sort of very nervous and twitchy guy kind of comes in. You can see his left eye and kind of socket, orbital socket, and part of his head is chromed out. You recognize him as another. Oh man, I am just going to steal all of this, guys. The chat is coming up with what villainous monologues would be called in other cosms, and I just want you to know that as we travel through cosms, I will find a way to use all of these because they are spectacular. You recognize him as a fellow hacker from the cyber papacy. You didn't tell me. You didn't tell me that it was her. No. You know him as Balette or the Weasel. No. I'm out. Really? You're out? Now? Did you see what happened to the last person who wanted to step out? Oh. Right. I'm in. I'm in. Hi, V.
Your name holds true.
Listen. You know, I was given that when I was younger, and it just sort of stuck. And you know what? Screw you. You're on the wrong side of this deal. We've got this guy. Whatever his name is.
It's Quinn.
You side with things that eat people?
No.
Where you are coerced into doing things on fear of being eaten?
I side with the lady with the bullion and also the one with the guns. This lady with the guns, not that lady with the guns. Hello. Enough very small talk.
I just have one more question.
Was I ever this annoying when I was on that side? What?
I just want to know if Bullet has figured out his hacking issues. He tends to get stuck and stymied by firewalls.
I'm sure he understands the gravity of the situation.
Something tells me your pettiness has only been enhanced by your corruption, Lapis.
I do like you, Lady Salvo. Not enough not to shoot you if it comes to that, but enough to put a bullet between your eyes so it's quick. Do you have the hard drive?
I draw the other gun
Okay.
and walk towards her, and then sort of dramatically spin them around so that the handles are out.
Hard drive as well, Salvo, and then I will let Quinn go.
How do we know if we give you the hard drive you won't just kill Quinn?
Oh, good Lord. Fine. Give Salvo the hard drive. Salvo makes it half the way here. She can toss me the hard drive as I let Quinn loose. Is that good enough for you? You realize we are in the... with the way that Anton is staring at me and with the way that Canast is looking at Lady Salvo, I don't suspect that this will end in anything but violence and bloodshed. But one can always hope that cooler heads and rational minds will prevail.
There's nothing rational about your mind, Lapis.
Right, you keep referring to me as diabolic, yes? I must say it brings a smile to my face every time I hear it. Say it once for old time's sake.
I'm not your puppet.
Not yet, you're not. So.
You are weak and broken. You couldn't hack being Storm Knight, so you went easy way.
Are we going to stand around here pissing into the wind, or are we going to make this trade?
I wasn't aware that was part of the
There's
deal.
no wind.
So, you know men, Lapis.
Weasel.
Do I have any sense of how much longer we need to keep this going?
Your guess is that the virus is spread and doing its thing, and if he plugs himself into this thing to verify the data, it will not go well for his software or his wetware.
Okay. I will hand it to Lapis. Not Lapis.
Me.
Lady Salvo. Yes.
I think the plan is for me to bring it over.
There's two L's.
All right.
I'll hand it to Lady Salvo.
The other techno demon. So the one that was sitting on the edge of the table definitely had more of like a gargoyle shape to it, kind of a typical demon with the the wings being chromed out, and the fingers ending in metallic razor blades that kind of split through the ends of its large gray sausagey fingers. The other one seems more like a tiger, except it stands upright mainly due to the cybernetic supports of a reinforced spine, cybernetic arms and legs, and it's the one that's sort of holding onto Sebastian, and it moves up. And when you and Sebastian kind of get next to each other, it sort of tosses Sebastian at Anton. And if you offer the guns to Lapis, she will take them. It's interesting how familiar this weight feels. Very well. Weasel, is this the correct data? And she kind of very comfortably. So Lapis stands before you, Lady Salvo, in sort of the Nile Empire duster. You can see she has a very similar harness to you, and you can see the handles of her 45s kind of sticking out from the sides. She has her hands kind of tucked at her waist with your pistols pointed at you. The large techno demon that is finishing munching on whoever that was kind of sits on the table next to you, and it is growling at you, and you can see the hole like through the wing, through the shoulder, like the black blood just kind of oozing down the bicep. Weasel's like, yeah, no.
The guns are merely tools, Lapis. It is the hand that wields them that makes a hero.
Yes,
I just
the
back
riddle
up.
of steel. I've heard it before. And Weasel, that's
Back
when
up
Weasel...
a little bit as Weasel plugs in. I'm like, back up.
Weasel plugs in, and that's when, well, all hell breaks loose. Weasel's like, yes, it's the... And he just starts seizing, and as he falls, you can see his cyber eye pops out of his head and rolls across the floor as he hits the table with a wet kind of crunch and then flops to the floor. Lapis
That's
is
not
like,
right.
treachery, or not Lapis, but the tiger-like demon, treachery, and he leaps at Anton, and we're gonna go into a dramatic scene right now. Now,
cool.
with Techno Demons and Lapis in the field, Dread applies. And what that means is instead of using the standard scenes, we will be using the dramatic line on the drama cards, which means things go a little bit crazier. And we will go from there. Maddie, tell me when to stop shuffling.
Yeah.
All right, do you want me to cut?
Yes.
There?
Yes.
All right. It's a good thing I put the 5 cards I wanted down here. All right. So the top card per the group, or per Maddie's decision here, was they regroup! Exclamation point. GMs, when you're GMing Torg and there's an exclamation point on the card, per the rules as written, you have to read it as if it were exciting. So it is a dramatic. On the dramatic line, villains will go first, and villains will receive inspiration.
Ew.
The official line, or the approved action, is taunt.
Cam?
Yes. Yes, ladies.
I am playing Seize the Day, which is a Cosm card I have. And it says, play when a new drama card is revealed. Swap the conflict lines for the heroes and villains, including initiative.
All right, so that means heroes will go first, and they are inspired. Which
Correct.
means
Woo!
all heroes on your side immediately recover 2 shock. Now, seeing as no shock has been suffered, if you guys are okay with it, I would say that V is no longer very stymied, but just regular stymied, if you guys are okay with that. All right. So you will just take a -2 to your actions on this round, and that is it. It'll go away at the end of the round. All right, so they regroup to start, but then Lady Salvo sees the initiative. Lady Salvo, what does it look like when you seize the initiative? I'm going to give you a free sort of like dramatic action here. What would you like it to be?
Well,
like
the
not an
most dramatic
attack or
thing
anything, but like something
Right.
that shows me that you seize the initiative.
I think the most dramatic thing that would happen is like some sort of wave rocks the ship a little bit. The lights kind of flicker, and as the light shifts the shadow over her face. In the one hand, she looks resolved, and the next one is just a big grin of white teeth. You know, you made one fatal mistake, Lapis. You assumed this was over, and that's when we seize the initiative.
Okay, who would like to go first on the now the hero's turn?
I have a question. What's inspiration do for us?
It normally lets you recover 2 shock.
Okay, gotcha. I heard you say that and didn't connect the 2.
All right.
Go for it, Lady Salvo. You seize the initiative. Grab those brass 45s.
Okay, well, I'm gonna Jam. I'm doing a multi-action, buddy.
All right, go for it.
I'm gonna loop my weird science device into my ear and turn on the nice big brass band song of my homeland. And then as my the second part, I am going to snatch not my guns because those are in her hands. I'm going to snatch her guns out of her holsters Because I don't imagine there's much she can do about that.
There is not much she can do about that, and that is. So as your hand, as you grab them, it's really sort of surreal, Lady Salvo, as the weight of the pistols in your hands feel almost identical to the weight of your pistols. And now you and Lapis.
I want to shoot the guy holding Quinn.
Go for it.
We'll have the brief moment of face off, and then I'll aim at the guy holding Quinn.
All right.
Can I ask a question while they're doing this?
Sure.
Now that they're in the same room, do they look similar?
Lapis is wearing a full sort of mask and the fedora.
Well, so does Lady Salvo. Wears that little
domino mask. Yeah. I've got bright red hair though. I don't think she does.
Lapis does not have bright red hair.
I don't like your descriptions of the similarities.
It's the possibility.
Is our hair a similar length? Maybe is there like
it is a similar length,
and we have the similar cut coat and everything. Mm-hmm. We're basically two different versions of like a feminine shadow, if you will, like the pulp hero.
Yeah. All right, give me your shot on the techno demon, sir. You're going for the tigered one, correct?
The one that's holding Quinn is the one I want. Yeah.
Quinn's already been tossed to us.
Oh, never mind. Never mind. You're right.
Remember, he tossed Quinn towards us.
You're right. I forgot.
Lady Salvo and both demons.
I'll shoot the wounded demon then.
All right, go for it.
Same thing as before. Oh, no. So this is how many?
Get away.
Hold on. Let me hear Russ. What's up?
Is this how many actions is it going to take to do that? So we're 1,
2. So this will be your third action. So it's going to be a -4 to the shot. Yep.
Okay, fair enough. But since I've got my music playing, I will go ahead and take the penalty for more damage as well. So -8.
Look at me, Lady Salvo, listening to shots.
While he's rolling, Jim, I realized pop goes the weasel.
Yeah.
All right. All told, that is going to be a 16 on the demon.
A 16 to hit on the demon. That is a normal success.
Cool. 18 damage, AP2.
18 damage, AP2 minus. All right, so that's up by 1. All right, so that guy will take 2 shock. Prepared for you, it brings its chrome wings sort of in front of you, and bullets ricochet off.
Yeah. I look at her gun and I look at Lapis and just kind of shake my head. Not nearly as good as mine. I'm done.
It's not in the tool, dear. All right, Anton or V, who's going next? Weasel is just.
Oh, actually, it wouldn't even be AP2 because it's not my gun.
Oh.
That's
unless Lapis has AP rounds.
Yeah, unless she does, but otherwise it's just 18.
No, Lapis does have.
Are
AP
they identical?
rounds.
Okay, then never mind. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Moving on.
Pyrokinesis Lapis.
Nice.
All right, roll to hit, and it would be her dodge. Yes.
Dodge or dexterity?
No, she has dodge.
I think they just threw it in for clarity in case somebody, I guess, didn't put anything into it, I guess. I don't know. First possibility of the night. I rolled a natural 10.
Woo!
Let's go for glory.
Oh, I'm going to put that card into my
Followed by another 10. Be quick, make a note. I'm running out of D20s. So 2 10s. Followed by 17. So 10, 20, 30, 40 is plus 11. So that gives me a 25 on my kinesis.
Nice.
A 25 is a good success.
Good, I get extra damage. A 5. She takes 19 fire damage.
19 fire damage.
Burn, baby.
Lapis is going to spend her first
And
possibility.
now she has no hair.
And attempt to soak. So she reduces the damage by 2 wounds and all shock. So she sort of emerges from the fire, and Lady Salvo's guns the brass on them have never gleamed as brightly as they do scorched free as she steps through.
Wow.
So around her, the table and chairs are all
Oh
scorched,
yeah, it's
and
completely scorched, and she sort of emerges unscathed.
Neat trick. Lapis.
So you said the approved action this round is taunt.
It is.
Okay. So are tables upright or are they turned right
The tables
now?
are all upright. They're bolted to the floor.
A little bit.
We're hoping to turn the tables.
That's right. You are hoping.
But can I try and run up and remove the hard drive from Weasel? But as I'm doing so, just say, "Sorry, Weasel, you got popped," and try and taunt him as I'm doing it.
Yes, so that would be come for the possibility war, stay for the puns. Yes, you may. So you're going to give me a taunt roll at -2.
Okay. Oh, I'm not very good at this.
If you stymie?
Oh, -4 because you're stymied and it's a multi-action. So.
What? Let me play my Cosm card. Go for broke. All Storm Knights may ignore up to 4 points of penalties this round and for any and all actions.
So you're just at a normal taunt then.
Okay. So
Do what I can.
I don't know if I want to
People.
spend any extra on this. So I rolled a 13, so so it's a 9.
That is not successful. So,
okay.
Do you want to spend a possibility on it?
Sure. That makes it 23. So that's +8. So then that becomes a 16.
All right. That will taunt Weasel. Do you want him stymied or vulnerable?
Remind me that stymied is
-2
-4
to his actions. Vulnerable is essentially +2 to yours, right? It makes him easier to hit.
I will do stymied. So I will take the hard drive from him, make the appropriate taunt motion, and then.
Well, yeah, you've got to make the appropriate taunt motion. I mean,
Knigget.
Do you taunt him a second time, or just the one? That would be another multi-action. So let's not worry about
just
that.
the one.
All right, so that is the end of your turns, as I have been keeping track.
Do I get a card?
You do get a card for successfully taunting poor Weasel. Drama. You may play this card as a possibility. Don't forget to put cards into your pool. I saw Ross put a glory.
I will put in second wind.
Okay.
I put in Coupe de Grazie.
My French ancestors are rolling in their graves.
It's kind of a cliche thing I got to do now.
Weasel is rolling, but that's not due to the pun, more due to the technovirus that you put into his brain pan. All right, so it is the demon's turn. The one that leapt at Anton now connects with Anton.
Damn, as he is connecting for flavor, can I just say that poor Weasel is stuck watching Strong Bad videos now?
Yeah, I mean, that's not...
my time.
I don't feel like that's necessarily a bad thing. Like, I feel like that's sort of... Right, yeah, like watching Homestar Runner videos is... I feel like that is a great way that is a great way to spend a fight.
Is your virus just a loop of the worst TikTok video ever, just in his head over and over and over and over?
It's actually a delightful message for Ulysses online convention, which you guys can go sign up for on Ulysses International's website. There will be panels. There will be games being run. It runs on July 23rd, 24th, 25th, and 26th. You can actually order a convention pack that comes with a t-shirt and a mug and all sorts of cool stuff. A Torg adventure, an intro book to Fading Suns, and a Dark Eye adventure. So go check out Ulysses. Ulysses' website, and you can find that there. That is what Weasel is currently doing instead of fighting. He's signing up for Ulysses' convention. However, that Techno Demon is going to take a multi-attack on both Anton and V, as he has Whirlwind as a perk and ignores the first -2 penalty for melee attacks that he makes. And he has, you guys can see that chains just seem to like flow out of his wrists, and he swings at the both of you.
Is he the wounded one?
No, this is the tiger one that kind of leapt past. So that's a 17 plus 4.
The Liger.
Does a
No.
Mark and V, I got a 19. So let me know if it hits, if it beats it by 5, or if it beats your dodge by or your melee by 10.
Dodge or
What
melee?
is this?
Melee.
Dodge or melee?
No, it's just melee. It's
Yeah.
a melee attack.
So that would be my
Yours.
melee defense?
Mm-hmm. What's your melee defense?
Yeah, that beats
be?
it by 10.
That beats it
My
by
melee
10.
defense is a 9.
What is yours, Mark?
12. Don't forget, V, you got your +2 because I still have 11
Oh.
myself.
So it'd be 11, so it doesn't beat it by 10.
Okay. And Mark, you took your
Thank you, Mark.
penalty.
By 5.
Okay, did you do your multi
Yes,
penalty?
I
Okay,
took.
cool.
Yep, I took the -2 off the roll.
5, 8. All right, Mark and V, what is your toughness?
9.
That wouldn't get boosted by the defense, right? That's just your
Nope,
dodge.
that's
and
correct.
Melee. Okay, 12.
All right. Well, with the with the 5 that blew up, I got a total of 23 for damage. So, Anton, that is 2 wounds and 4 shock, and V. That is also 2 wounds and 4 shock.
Ow. Soak.
So you may spend a possibility to make a reality roll to try and reduce the damage that you have taken.
I will.
Sure. Yes. I don't understand. I've never been hit before, so I don't understand how this works.
You could just take the damage, or you can attempt to bend reality like Lapis did when I threw my fireball at her.
Yeah, so you can make a
And
if you
take less.
don't do anything, you will take 2 wounds and 4 shock, and what that will do is you'll take a -2 to everything you do as a wound penalty, kind of going forward. It also puts you 2 steps closer to death. If you spend a possibility, you can make a reality roll, and if you hit a target number 10, you reduce the wounds you take by 1, and you ignore all of the shock damage. If you hit a 15, you reduce the wounds by 2 and ignore all of the shock. And a 20 is 3 and all of the shock, I believe.
So I didn't.
You didn't get a 10?
No.
Okay.
I rolled an 8, which is -2 to my 9.
Okay, so you will take 2 wounds. The Techno Demon's chains just kind of slash and lacerate you down to the chrome. Anton, what did you get?
19.
All right, so you take no damage from that. The other Techno Demon leaps at Lady Salvo. Anger, fury, bestial, maybe just angry. Look in its eyes.
Yeah, no, I'm familiar with this look.
You're not recently though. Bad Luck Tom has just been has been the guy who's typically been staring you in the eyes, and that's after you have repeatedly shot him over the course of several days. So a 12 is a +0, so I will hit a melee defense of 15.
No, sir.
What?
You see, this demon too will learn, just like bad luck, Bob.
So a 15 does not hit you.
It does not.
All right, and then
It would have, except for Anton's defense.
+2. And what is your toughness, just off the out of curiosity, Lady Salvo?
I am fairly breakable. I have a 9.
Okay. All right. So it.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
Jam, how much shock did you say it was?
4 shock.
2 and 4.
Yep.
And then I had second wind in play. Can I use that now, or do I have to wait?
You can use that now. And
Okay, so
yes,
that would get rid of the shock.
Ristar96 says that he is imagining the one that is attacking V and Anton is some sort of Thundercat-esque techno demon, and I'm going to go with it. Like,
Hell yeah.
I kind of pictured that when it leapt at me.
All right,
Techno
Lapis
Demon is on the move. Techno demons are loose.
That's right. It screams something like techno. No. Lapis is going to take a multi-action. She is going to taunt, shoot, and leave.
I figured she'd run away
Much
because
like
she's a
the
coward.
dread techno koala, it taunts, shoots, and leaves. So here is my roll. Oh, it's a 20.
That was bad.
Nice.
I
That was
dare you
really
to throw
bad.
a techno koala at us.
A 20 and then a 3. So +8. All right, so +8 to her 8, so 24, and then -4. All right, so
Who's she taunting?
she's going to taunt Lady Salvo, of course.
Well, that's probably going to work.
All right. So, she hits a dodge of 20
Oh, for the shoot?
for the shoot.
Okay, that is what she needed.
Okay, so that's just base damage, which is 18.
Ow.
So that'll be 1 wound and 2 shock.
And it's my gun, so it's AP2.
So it's AP2. Ooh, so do you have armor right now?
I do.
All right.
So that's a 7 from 18
All right,
to
so
11.
that'll be 2 wounds and 4 shock.
I will soak.
Okay,
Ow.
go for it.
All right, well, that's a 19 on the die, +6 to my reality of 10, 16.
All right, so that'll reduce it to nothing.
Woo!
So what does it look like
Okay.
as the bullets, like, do they fly through 2 perfect
Yeah,
holes?
I'm gonna say I do this like spin, and it ends up like putting holes in my coat and maybe even like my hat. It's like, yeah,
Slips off a locket of hair.
yeah. Oh, even better. Yes, you shot my hair.
All right, so then for her taunt,
Now you
she
listen.
got a total of 17. What is your
Yeah,
taunt?
well, 7.
All right, so that will be
Like that.
that'll be player's choice. All right, so you are very stymied, and you
Okay.
succeed in your twirl, but just everything that's going on, your jacket kind of perfectly catches in the crease of one of the tables, and it kind of stops you fast, and you're stuck a little bit to the table. And she's like, typical. Well, thanks for these. And she sort of steps back through the hallway, and
I'll be back for them.
you kind of hear as she can book just like Lady Salvo can move. You hear, if you want them back, I'd make sure you're off the ship in under 2 minutes. All right, so that is my turn, and Lady Salvo will be very stymied for this next round, which will be into the fire. So heroes go first, but they have a surge, which means you will check to see if you disconnect. Villains will go second. The approved actions are intimidate and taunt. So, Lady Salvo, you are stuck, so it will be a multi-action just to kind of pull yourself free.
Fair.
It's amazing, the symmetry. That's kind of...
Yeah.
All right, what are you guys doing? 2 techno-demons fill the room. There is a spasming weasel on the ground.
Your sound went out, Jam.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I can hear you now.
Yeah, so 2 techno-demons in the room and a spasming weasel.
Yeah, forget the weasel. I blame Maddie for that. Lady Sal, what do you want to?
All right, I can go first. Yeah, I'm gonna just rip my coat free of the desk, and then I'll move over to where Weasel is, and the second part of the multi-action I will shoot with both pistols at the wounded techno-demon. So this is actually a salvo of.
It's a salvo of ladies' guns.
It counts as a short burst.
Okay.
So that's a +2, which is gonna just leave me at a -4. And you know what? I'm gonna go for broke. I'm gonna go for the call shot yet again. So -8.
All right.
That's a natural 1, but I have second chance.
Okay.
So try that again. All right. Well, that's a 5, but I am favored with this, so
All right.
keep going. All right, there we go. 13, which is +1, and I will possibility it.
Okay.
And that's a 19, so we're at a 32 +10 to the. That's 24.
I'm not saying anyone should feel bad for my techno-demons, but I feel a little bad for my techno-demons. A 24 is an outstanding success there, Lady Salvo.
Woo! All right, so 18 AP2 to start.
All right.
And then 4, and then so 7 + 18 is 25 AP2.
25 AP2 is up 8. Actually, it's up 9. All right. So that's a wound and 2 shock. He is going to try it with a possibility to soak it. Natural 20.
Oh, shit.
A 22 is
Damn it. Oh, well.
+8. All right. So he again just this time he kind of pulls up the table. It rips free of its moorings, and you put bullets in it. You feel something crunch under your foot, Lady Salvo.
So he turned the table.
He did turn the tables. I feel like I owe you a possibility. Like I didn't even see that one coming. All right, you have a possibility, Lady Salvo. You also feel something crunch under your foot. You're pretty sure it was the weasel's cyber eye.
I was going to pick that up.
Well, you can pick up parts of it. Who's next?
You don't know where that's been.
I mean, actually, you do. It's been right here.
I do have a gun. Can you tell me again what long burst does?
I can. Well, I was going to say.
I have a book. It's just probably quicker if you just tell me.
I was going to say that I really enjoy the Torg GM screen. It has all of the really important charts kind of right there for you, like damage and the bonus chart and difficulty modifier, success levels. It's great. Long burst is +4 to hit. It uses 7 bullets, and your malfunction range jumps up to 3.
That's why I use second chance on mine.
Because of 1 to 3.
Because I didn't want to jam my guns.
So, Anton, are you taking a shot?
Yeah, who's going?
You can go if you've got something.
No, I was going to see what you did.
Oh, you can just run up and punch him. That seems to be your most effective. Well, besides computer stuff. Ooh, can you hack the demon?
I don't know. Can you hack a demon?
No.
Can you set a demon on fire? Yes. Pyrokinesis. What is wrong? All right, you're going to jail. I'm going to get a portable dice jail because that die is right out. Possibility. Chad. 2 -2. Yeah. What's his dex or dodge?
His dex and or dodge is 13.
I just meet that with the -2 because I was 15. -2 is 13.
All right.
14 fire damage.
14 fire damage. No AP or anything, correct?
It doesn't say. It's fire. That's all it says is it's fire.
All right. So Mark, 14 fire damage does a shock to the creature.
Shock the monkey.
Fire. I was born of this.
You were merely adopted by it.
V, you are up.
So the approved actions are intimidate or taunt.
That is correct.
I'm not good at either of those. Okay. Do I get the impression that these techno demons are more beast than human, or do they seem pretty quick on the uptake?
They seem pretty quick on the uptake. As they would tell you, they are a superior species to that of humanity, which is why you have no place in Tharcold save as servants.
Okay. I don't want a place in Tharcold. Okay, so I have 2 wounds, so I'm at a disadvantage. Correct?
You're at -2 with 2 wounds. So you just will subtract 2 from your final roll.
Okay. And okay, so what I want to do,
Okay.
we'll see if this works, is I'm assuming I'm still in the vicinity of Weasel, correct?
You are. He is at your feet, completely taunted, like he's totally stymied, blind in one eye.
Oopsies. Is his jack out? Because what I would like to do
Oh yeah.
is bend down and while he's twitching, pick up his jack and just wiggle it a little bit. I'm not looking to kill him, but wiggle it enough to make him twitch, to try and intimidate / trick the techno demon and say, look, do you want the same thing to happen to you? And like,
All right, I'll let you do an intimidate roll on them, but it is tough to intimidate a demon. I will just point out that somebody in our chat, Dollhip, says that he tells his players all the time, Mark, you only need 1 d20 to play Torg. Until you throw that one against the wall, then you need another d20.
I've got 5. One started Ignite out, so I'm down to 3.
Okay. All right, V, give me an intimidate check. Poor Weasel. Just a run of bad life decisions.
Kind of like a ganger got shot in the leg.
Hey, listen, Bad Luck Tom is still like the height of Bad Luck NPCs, but I'm assuming Weasel is bucking for his position.
I don't think it's going to be enough. It's 13.
A 13 will not intimidate the demon. It sort of looks at you and gives you this very feral grin. V, I'm assuming you've been to the zoos, or at least seen those animal hollow vids that they sometimes run late night on the GodNet. That scene where the tiger sees or the lion sees the antelope and gets that kind of feral grin on its face. That's the grin that this creature gives you. All right, did all of you check for Surge, by the way?
Oh, yeah, we need to do that.
He asked before the villains went.
Surge check. I got a 12.
You're
I'm
fine. Anton. You're good?
Sorry, 16. I'm good.
V?
9.
All right, you are all fine. All right, the tiger techno demon is going to take another swipe at the both of you. It's actually going to attempt to grapple you. As a matter, it's successful. It can restrain the foe and cause strength damage. And then you would be restrained. Yeah, he's going to try and grapple you with its chains. Let's see how it works. Oh, that's a 5. That isn't super great. Let's see here. Does a... So a 5 is -4. So does a 11 hit your physical defense? An 11 does not? All right, then he's going to spend one of his possibilities to up that. So 5 plus 15 gives a +2
Yeah,
to
you
it.
needed one more.
So I got a 17 melee attack. Is that good or outstanding? So that's good? What is it for you, V? Is that good or outstanding?
Is the +2 still up?
Yep.
So it'd be an 11.
All right, so it is a good but not an outstanding. All right, so you are both restrained. On your turn, you may attempt to break free. It is a strength test against the captor, the person, this techno demon that is holding you. And in addition, he will do base strength to each of you. So V, you will take 1 wound and 2 shock, and Anton, you will take
The same?
you will take 2 shock. So V, you can attempt to shrug that off with a reality roll by spending a possibility if you would like to.
I don't have any left other than a drama card.
You may spend a drama card as a possibility.
If you want.
If you
Or
would
you can
like.
save it for when you really need it.
Well, I'm down to 3 wounds, so
Oh, and then you want to soak it.
Yeah, you should probably spend that drama card as a possibility.
The other card I played
Nope.
last time was alertness.
Okay.
Just no biggie. For this,
The other one just lays into it rips the rest of the table up and tries to bring it down on Lady Salvo.
It's the techno demon with a steel chair.
No one told you this was a ladder fight. Let's see here. A 12 is a +0, so I only hit a 15.
Unless a table counts as an area effect attack,
It does not.
it's not. No, okay.
So it whiffs trying to hit you with it. All right.
I duck really low.
Oh, all right. So the next round of combat is You Can't Stop Me. Lapis says you can hear it echoing down the hall. Villains go first, and the heroes are confused.
Oh no.
Which
if I play Seize the Initiative, does that counteract that?
It does.
What does that do? Is that the same one that Ross played? Which means
Yeah.
you go
It's
first,
essentially
and
the same
my
thing.
villains are now
Yes.
confused.
It doesn't reverse it. It just keeps the previous card up.
Oh, okay. Yours. Okay. So, yes. So
I had seized the day.
you had seized the day.
seized
She has seized the initiative.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah.
All right. So in this case, you guys will go first. You will still check for surge. Villains will go second. Approved actions are intimidate and taunt. Heroes, start us off.
Great play, Maddie.
That,
Great play.
yes.
Great
I
play.
mean, curse you, Genevieve. Curse you. Or it comes out more as the techno demon growls in your face. So who's going first?
go for it, Salvo. Finish that demon.
Ooh,
I am trying.
Dollhip does say you could choose to choose the next card in the drama deck. So suppose you can either keep the one that we just did, or ignore this one and draw the next one. It is up
Can
to
she
you.
see it first?
What does the card say on Seize the Day?
Seize the
It just
initiative.
Or seize the
says
initiative.
seize the initiative.
Or flip a new one.
It just says flip a new one. I don't think you get to look at it.
Yeah, so you could either...
Better the devil we know.
Yeah, you could either take the devil you know.
I mean, we get the initiative, so we get to go first. So maybe one demon gets dropped this round.
All right.
We'll keep the previous one.
All right, go for it.
All right, so I guess I'll. Mark wants me to go, so I'll go.
All right.
I will. I think it's time I change dance partners. As I say out loud, so I'm gonna do a move, just a little bit away from this demon and shoot at the tiger one instead.
All right.
And the weird question here: can I? You can do a called shot to disarm by shooting someone's hands.
I would allow you to do
Could
a
I-
called shot to break the grapple. Sure.
By shooting the
Yeah.
hands? All right. Bam, 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 bam. So I'm assuming the hand is a small target like the head, so -4. Okay. At least I'm no longer stymied.
You are no longer stymied. That is correct.
All right. Now, to do both of these is a multi-action, though.
To do both chains, yes, it would be a multi-action.
All right. So I'm down to minus. I'm at amount of -6, which is fine.
Well, when you start at 40, it's...
It's not that high. All right. Here we go. All right. And I will possibility that with my last possibility. Because it was an. Oh wait, you know what? Never mind. I'm sorry, I forgot. I'm favored, so I re-roll the first one.
Okay.
But I will still possibility it. So it's a 14. My dice got away from me. Hang on a second.
Maybe I need to throw mine on the floor more.
And so 24 total, which is +8 to my 16, so 22.
And that includes the minus...
That includes penalties, yeah.
All right, a 22 is enough to shoot both of the chains.
Well, I was shooting its hands.
Well, yeah, you're shooting its hands, so it lets go of the chains as your shots rip through them. You are no longer restrained. You still do damage on a disarm roll, correct?
If you target the limb, yes, you do.
Go ahead and roll the damage.
So what damage is it?
So you got a 22, which is an outstanding success.
Woo!
So,
All right. So do I roll twice, one for each shot, or once for the total?
No, I'll let you roll once for each shot. This is a dramatic scene.
All right. So that's a 5 plus 4, 19 AP2, and a infinity. So that's 28 AP2, or 24. Sorry,
All right.
24 AP2.
The first one just inflicts 2 shock on the creature. The second one, 24 AP2, is a wound and 2 shock, which I think he's going to take.
All right, but they're no longer restrained.
They are no longer restrained. The bullets just snap through the chains, through its hands, and it drops both of them, spinning on you. Anton and V.
The last thing I do is I say a craftsman never blames her tools.
I will attempt to intimidate. First, your leader leaves you here. You can't hold us. And now, you must die.
All right, give me an intimidate check.
So would this be a multi-action to do my blast and intimidate, or is
Yes,
it 2 separate things?
It'll be a multi-action, and don't forget you have your defense up, so it's an additional -2 on the pyrokinesis.
Yep. So it's -4?
-4 on the pyrokinesis, but only -2 to the intimidate check.
Gotcha.
I put this into my pool.
Okay.
4, 17. So -4 on the pyrokinesis is 15.
All right, so that is a normal success,
Okay, for the fire, and the intimidate would be 17 because it was only -2.
and that is that is a normal success. So you can make them either vulnerable or stymied for 1 round. And I assume this is the same one you fried last time, the tiger one, correct?
Yeah, just to keep piling on the damage.
All right, so
The
2 more
shock
shock.
was 5. Yeah, it was just normal damage. Do I get a card?
You will get a card.
I think make him stymied because he's going to go next, right? V
He will
goes,
go
but then
after
it's
V.
their
Yep.
turn.
Hero
So stymied
card.
is harder.
So
Hero?
Yeah, hero card for you. Stymied would be -2 to his actions. Vulnerable would be +2 to any actions against him.
Can I still? I had him play my coup de grace card to do more damage to
Sure,
him.
go for it.
Well, I got it. I might as well use it. It's the only effective
Infinity.
thing I got in
Come on,
play.
Infinity.
It was so close and it rolled. 2 more points of damage. I don't know if that changes anything.
Nope, it still just does shock.
Okay. Yeah, I want to make it harder for him because he's going to go before Lady Salva or I. I don't think V needs any. Unless you got something up your sleeve, V.
She's got a strong right hook.
I mean, I got a laser in my arm.
Also that.
So the law of dominance is not in effect, even though they are techno demons. They are still on core Earth. So it's much like when Storm Knights shift cosms. They are affected by the primary reality here. So go for it, V.
Okay. Natural 20.
Yes.
What were you doing?
From the floor, I'm shooting up.
Ooh.
All right. So roll again.
So that's a 17.
So a 37
Nice.
is plus
37.
11.
37 is plus 11, so that's 21.
Nice.
All right, that will be.
Blackjack.
So apparently, the chat has named the 2 techno demons Snarf and Patches, and so as you attack Snarf, V, you are definitely going to get a good success against this creature.
So I roll a d6.
Yep. So what's your base damage?
14.
Okay, and then plus a d6.
And then 2 more. So 16.
16. All right. Does anyone have a card that would allow V? V missed a outstanding success by 3 points. So okay.
Well, all I got is alertness.
What was your new card, Mark? Oh, hero?
Oh wait, yeah, wait. I have hero.
Yeah, but you can't put
You
it
gotta.
in play yet.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't play. I didn't get to put a card at the end of my turn. I didn't. I was going to look up what's hero. Oh, it's possibility only.
Mm.
Only.
Are you?
It won't help unless you want to roll it as a possibility.
She's already damaged.
Yeah, she's in damage at this point. Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
but that's in play for me next time.
Okay. All right. So V, your God Tech laser just sort of lights up under Snarf's, the Techno Demon's face, kind of illuminating him from below, and you realize he is really scary from where you're at. So it is now their turn. I need you. Do you guys all check for surge this round?
Surge. Roll the 15.
5.
16.
All right, you guys are all fine.
Jam, you may need to take 2 points of damage off because I think I am at -3. So I don't think it would have been a good success.
11 minus 3 is 18, which is still 5 up from his dodge. So,
Okay.
but have a possibility for being honest. See, honesty doesn't always cost you things in my game. just most of the time. All right, here we go.
Most of the time.
Table attack on Lady Salvo.
He's flipping the table.
He is flipping the table onto you. He got a 17.
I'm so sorry. No.
I don't think you're that
Not too many
sorry.
rotations.
Yeah,
and it
he
landed on
just
its
threw it
legs.
at you. Patches is angry. She just sort of wades in after the table, getting into melee. No, she doesn't. After she throws the table, she pulls out an Alf pulverizer and looks like she's getting ready to shoot you next round.
Because that's going to do so much better.
Well, maybe she'll throw it at you. Anton, the other guy is just Snarf leaps at you. +5. I got a 20 on melee.
He's stymied.
I got an 18 on melee.
Hey,
Hey,
might bring it down.
it did.
He beat him. He beat it by 6, so a good success.
All right.
He's also wounded.
Yep, I took all of that into account.
He needs to be dead.
Only a 1. So Mark, 1 wound
Try
and
it.
2 shock, kind of catches you right across the face.
To be clear, you're barely missing me, JM.
No, I know. I just feel that Patches, she's going to try something new. She's tried tabling you. She's tried swinging at you. Now it's time to shoot you and see if that sort of changes up the dice gods. So this is the card that was on top that was revealed, and then we did a seize the initiative to roll it back. So much farther away, you hear, "You can't stop me," as Lapis is just out of the scene. So villains will go first, followed by heroes who will be confuseled, which we established what confused was. Did I explain that to you guys already?
I
Or
think that's our natural state, right?
I forgot.
it is. I mean, I really like spending most of my time in the state of euphoria, but confusion is sort of where it happens. Players may not use cards in their pools during this round. You still gain destiny cards and can place them into the pool. You just can't use them this round.
That sucks.
So, at this point, we are. This is the
I call
4th round of
overdash on
combat. As the round starts, the ship rocks violently to the side, and you can feel just multiple explosions going off somewhere deep in the bowels of the ship.
What's Sebastian been doing this whole time? Being useless?
I am glad that you asked. As you sort of look to where Sebastian is, he has grabbed the data file from where it was at on Weasel, and he has drawn a gun, and he is sort of was backing away. He is horribly wounded. You can see the blood that is kind of rolling down his face. You can see that he is definitely favoring one side as if he has been thoroughly beaten. But when the explosions goes off, damn, we have to get to one of the lifeboats. Maybe one of the choppers. I feel, in retrospect, saying get to the chopper was not my best play here. But we're going to go with it. End this now.
End this now. Get to the chopper.
Get to the choppers.
Do you want to live?
Come with me if you want to live.
Take my hand.
Sometimes we as GMs, we get caught up in the moment, and we say things that we may regret at a later point. This was one of those times. I feel like everyone in the chat deserves a possibility for that one. All right, so he will take his actions on this turn with you guys as heroes. Anton, the one on you is doing a multi-action. One is a maneuver, and the second one is an attack. We're going to spend a possibility on that one because that was a 2, and what is in my head is way cooler than a 2. All right, so that's a 10, so that'll explode. All right. So that is a total of 27, which is a +9, but only a +7 for the multi-action. So a +7. Mark, what is Anton's maneuver?
Eight.
All right, so you are very stymied. And Lady Salvo, you see Snarf grabs Anton and spins him around and hurls him at you. what is
Oh, boy.
what is your dodge? So Snarf doesn't hit anything, I'm assuming, but I got a
All right.
I got
Well,
a
my dodge
19.
Okay, so my dodge is normally in a 16.
Okay.
With my power running, it becomes an 18, and with Anton's power running, it becomes a 20.
All right, so Anton goes sailing over you to crash against the bulkhead. Anton, for base damage of... Or, Anton, what is... Your melee defense is what?
12.
Anton, you hit the bulkhead hard for 1 wound and 2 shock.
Ow. Does he leave a dent?
Oh, he definitely. There's an Anton-shaped dent in the bulkhead. You are by the door, and Snarf turns to Patches. That's the sign. And Patches just like. Now Patches is in the zone. Patches is going to do a multi-action to take a shot at you and then try and escape, which is a -2. Which Patches? Why are you doing this?
Well, can't she just move? I mean,
no, she's going to try and rip a hole in the wall to escape out of.
Okay. Got it.
I appreciate you being on Patch's side, and that means a lot to her, but she's still going to try and shoot you. So a +4 to her energy weapons is a 19, which is not good enough.
Woo! Man, my hair is getting the hell shot out of it today.
Last possibility for her. She is going to roll it to attempt to hit you.
Oh, okay, here we go.
So I went from
All she's got to do is one better, so.
+4 to a 29, which is 5 more. So it's still not a good success, but I got a 24.
You got a hit.
I got
That
a
is-
hit.
You got a hit.
So that is just going to be so your toughness is 9, so that's up by 8. Up by 8 is 1 wound and 2 shock.
Ow! Ugh. I just have to take it.
Just with a glancing blow.
Ah.
A parting shot, as it were.
Ristar96 says that he uses the possibility I just gave chat to save V. And Greg does say that Anton's collision marks are sponsored by Acme Corp, which just well done all around, chat. I am glad that I get to participate in this with you. All right, so that is so then Patches turns around and she with her claws rips a hole in the wall between holds, kind of leading out towards the port side of the ship, and she just sort of muscles her way through it, makes it large enough.
Coward!
She kind of flexes her wings, which wrenches the hole open larger so that Snarf can fit through, but Snarf cannot move this turn. It is now the hero's turn. You may not play cards from your pools. What are you doing?
What are the approved actions this round?
The approved actions for this round are Intimidate and Trickery. Or just regular trick.
Okay, so I'm at -3, but I want to try this. I want to try and shoot Patches as she leaves as I yell "Bad Kitty" and attempt to intimidate and shoot.
So that's a multi-action, so it's going to be 1 roll.
Yeah.
And you're at 3 wounds, so you're going to be at a total of -5 to all of this.
I know, but it's so good if it works. I'm going to spend a possibility. Ooh! So if I roll a 10 on the possibility roll, does that explode?
It does explode.
Okay. So 10 is 24. Okay, so 24 is +8. So that I still don't think it's high enough. Energy weapons 18.
That will be a good success.
Yes.
And then what's the
Intimidate?
Yep.
What did I say? 8.
At
So that
8.
is a 17.
17 is enough to impose either a stymie or a vulnerable condition on Snarf. That was a good round there, V.
Possibility well spent. Vulnerable.
All right. So Snarf is...
I roll a d6 on the damage.
You roll a d6 on the damage. That is correct.
Which is a 1. So 15 of laser to the bad kitty.
15 of laser. You laser. All I want is a
freaking sharks with freaking lasers.
With freaking lasers coming out of her arms. So he has taken 10 shock total. He is very tough, but he is getting close to being unconscious. So now it is my confused. So that was V.
Mm-hmm.
Who is going next?
Finish us, Salvo.
Oh, can I get a card, please?
Yeah.
Rally.
Nice.
All players may discard as many cards as they wish from their hands. You may then refill immediately.
All right, I will. I'll once again fire the short burst at this guy.
Okay.
I will take the penalty for the extra damage. So that's a -5 for me.
Okay.
With the wound. So with the bonus from the burst makes that a -3. So I'm starting at a 19.
All right, go for it.
And I rolled a nat 20.
Oh no.
And then I rolled a 2, so we're looking at a 22.
That's +8.
+8. That's lovely. That's a 27.
That is an outstanding success.
All right, so it's going to be 18 AP2 plus 4 and 4. So 18 and 8 is 26 AP2.
All right, Snarf. Snarf has one possibility left because
you're not getting away from us that easily.
2 wounds and 4 shock is not something she wants to suffer, or he wants to suffer. What did I get? Oh, I rolled an 8. It's a -2 and no possibility to deal with it. But a -2 with a reality 14 means she will soak 1. So Snarf is at 2 wounds and 10 shock. Rocking forward, Snarf, he stumbles over several of the chairs and then rights himself. Blood and oil just pouring down this techno demon's back. Anton.
And he was vulnerable. Anton, you're up. Take him out.
Oh, that's right. He is vulnerable. So that was an even better success.
Climb to my feet. I drop my alertness. You guys feel yourself just being a little bit more vulnerable.
Ruh-roh.
Very stymied is -4.
Very stymied is -4.
Okay. And we still can't play any cards, right?
You cannot play any cards this round. V, the chat says you missed your opportunity with Snarf and the laser for a trick and just shine your laser pistol on the wall.
I was debating it. I was debating for flavor text, but we had moved on. But I kind of aimed the laser, distract him, and then shoot.
I heart you, chat.
That's right. The chat, you guys are fantastic. All right, Anton, sorry about that.
-3. I don't think I'll hit it because I doubt his dodge is an 8.
It is not.
No. It misses and hits the wall.
All right. At the end of round 5, you can start, or at the start of round 5, klaxons are going off. Smoke is starting to filter in from either side and from the hole that Patches has ripped in the wall. However, they're on the run now. Heroes are up first. Villains suffer a setback.
Woo!
And Intimidate is the official approved action. So,
Question.
yes.
Can the setback be something about cats having to take a bath?
I was actually going to see if chat had a good setback for the villains. Patches is out in the hallway.
Crowdsource it.
Crowdsource it, right? So you guys are up first. So I will let you know what the setback is here in a second. But what are you guys doing?
Mark, do it.
conditions? Am I still? So I'm not confused anymore.
You are not confused
Right, 'cause that was
anymore.
but I'm still stymied.
You are.
You should not be.
You are not stymied. It only lasts for 1 round.
Okay, I just need to know where I'm at for. I will try to go again. I will try to intimidate with. Come here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
I'm going to say that's probably more of a taunt than an intimidate.
So, sorry, Jam, what were the approved actions this round?
Intimidate. Do you got something more less taunty, more intimidating?
Wait, he says it in a really scary voice.
All right, I'll allow it. That's right. Like if Frank Miller were writing your dialogue, you would be the GD Anton.
Wow.
It's a deep dive, I know.
What is wrong with my game?
Oh no.
Mark, it's okay. I've been feeling the need for new dice, so we'll just go get some new dice.
You
I'll
never have
spend my
enough.
hero card as a possibility to add to my 3. Like 3 threes I've rolled tonight.
But none of them on a surge roll.
True.
Darn.
Does 14 hit?
A 14 hits with base damage, yes. Their dodge is 13.
Make sure I got nothing else. Alertness. Base damage is 14.
JM. Quinn never went.
Oh, you're right. Quinn never went. I'll let him go twice here at the end of this round.
I was going to use alertness to try to find any kind of unseen item, clue, or event, like maybe where their choppers are or where they were heading specifically.
Didn't you play hero?
Oh, yeah, never mind. Sorry.
Ooh.
That's right. Yeah, nothing.
I mean, you could critical moment and play it. I mean,
All right, so we have crowdsourced. I will let Quinn roll, and then the setback that is discovered by Snarf will take effect. All right, so
Maddie should go too, don't?
Oh yeah, Maddie, you also get to go. Quinn, for one of his actions, is going to be like, "We need to get out of here. Grab that one. He's got information we need."
Yeah, I'm already looking to do that, but
And then,
yeah, I haven't taken my turn, and Maddie hasn't taken her turn.
all right, so this will be Quinn's shot from last round. 5. All right, so Quinn does a single wound to Snarf.
Take it.
Does he make it look easy?
He does not. Like, he kind of. This is the Hans, where walked over broken glass, beat up, elevator shaft, busted eardrum. He kind of brings the gun up and he fires this hand cannon right at Snarf, and Snarf gets hit, and he turns around to hiss at Sebastian, and you see. And Snarf starts hacking up something, and Snarf's vulnerable is going to go to very vulnerable as the setback for this round.
Oh,
so,
good one, chat.
Airball.
All right, so Snarf is very vulnerable. Maddie and Lady Salvo, you can see that like little chunks of like Delphi Council uniform and is kind of coming up out of this techno demon.
Recognizing I am not the brawn of this operation, I'm going to go and try and support Quinn and help him get out and take a shot at the bad kitty.
All right, give me your shot. So this implies that somewhere there is a good kitty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. That is a 19, so that's 6, so that's a 16.
A 16 is a normal success.
Okay. 14 points of
Or a
laser.
standard success. All right. So, V, you hit Snarf right in the eyes as he is hacking up something. And it is not enough to kill him, but it is definitely enough. You see his eyes sort of, the vertical slits roll up into the back of his head, and he falls over onto the deck of the of this floor of the aircraft carrier. Lady Salvo, you are up.
I would like to play attuned. I get to draw a Cosm card.
All right. The top Cosm card of the deck is Spurred On. Play when any hero is KO'd or defeated. All other Storm Knights get up for their next turn.
Okay, well, that's not as helpful, but fair enough. I'll scoop up Weasel in my arm
Queen.
and say, we have to get out. We have to go now. And I'll just sort of try and help Maddie and Quinn, and we'll just try to get out.
All right. So, leaving Snarf there on the deck, smoke billowing, people yelling, pointing towards lifeboats, emergency rafts, that sort of thing. There's just a hole through the wall that Patches has just continued to punch through.
So this is kind of my Batman Begins moment. I'm like, I'm not going to kill him, but I don't have to save him.
Are you heading up? Are you following Patches? What is the plan?
I think Quinn was pointing us in a certain direction, wasn't he?
He was just like, we have to get out of here. Like,
Yeah,
Quinn, what's the best way to go?
Yeah, fair enough.
if we have air support, up. But those
Choppers.
explosions sound like they came below the waterline. I don't know what state the Reagan is in.
Okay, so we'll head up.
I would say it's trickling down.
Well, that's the moment that Ross broke JM. All right, as you guys head up, you can see when you get to the top of the deck, smoke is billowing out from every available hole. Some of the ones that were put there by Lapis's crew, some of the ones that seem to be new. But you can see that as you start to make it up onto the deck, the carrier, at least the area you are on, is listing pretty hard to starboard. Yes, Anton.
They leave. I cannot let it live. I go over and make sure, even if it puts me around behind, I will
All right.
take my gun and just put bullets in until I know it's dead. It's too personal.
That's fair.
Too many years in the
Too many years in Tharcold. Which, by the way, don't forget to check out the Tharcold crowdfunding on Game on Tabletop. It is still going on. They are busting through stretch goals. Check it out. All right, so you guys make it to the top. You can see the small planes that weren't cabled down have started to slide. As you get up there, you see one of them just kind of tilt over the port side and fall off. You definitely see the wings of Patches as she flies away. And Anton, you spent that alertness, so I am going to give it to you here. You can clearly hear the sound over all of the klaxons, over all of the noise. You can hear the sounds of boats just over the port side of the USS Ronald Reagan. They sound as if they're close, and they're getting closer.
There are bolts there.
As you go over and look over the side, you see a small speedboat, and there are two figures on it. One is the slightly nervous figure of Maury, looking up with adoration, as standing 1 foot on the edge of the boat is Edith, and she's yelling up, "Jump! Jump now!" And you can see that her coat seems to have some new fur patches on it. And that is where we will end Torg for tonight. Well done, guys. That was awesome. So, thank you all, chat. You guys are the best. Like, we really
Really
enjoy
hard.
talking with you and engaging with you and drawing you into the story. Horseman, well done. This is the end of an act, but not only am I going to refill your possibilities and your cards at the start, but I'm going to give you 10 XP to spend for next session.
Oh.
We will be back next Tuesday with more Horsemen, more of the Four Horsemen, our Torg Eternity game. You can check out all the other great shows on Ulysses International's channel. Heretical Musings, which is all about Fading Suns with Bill Bridges and one of the other designers. Other designer. Campfire Chats, which is Ross and I talking about Myth. I run Fading Suns on Thursday night, and it is getting equally as tense if you enjoy tense games. And Ulysses Worlds goes live every week, which is just our generic news show. Not generic news show, our specific news show about Ulysses games and news and everything fun that is happening here. Again, check out the Tharcold crowdfunding on Game on Tabletop. It is where all of these techno demons and Anton comes from. I don't think Anton's in the book, but you could recreate Anton with a copy of the Tharcold Cosm book. So yes, until next time. Oh, also check out, if you are all interested, there's a ton of great panels. There's a ton of great games that are going to be being run almost 24 hours, right, Ross?
Yeah, and you and I are on some panels, I think.
I think we are, yeah. So Ulysses Con will be at the end of July, so check that out. I think there's still time that if you order your convention pack that you will get it in time to wear the cool swag for the convention. It's all online. And yeah, thank you all for participating. Thank you guys for playing. We will see you next week on Tuesday for more of the Four Horsemen. Have a great week.
Ciao.